Fear is a natural and adaptive emotion that arises in response to a perceived threat or danger. It is a basic survival mechanism that helps organisms, including humans, to protect themselves from potential harm. When a person feels fear, it triggers a series of physiological and psychological responses that prepare the body to either confront the threat or escape from it, commonly known as the fight or flight response. Fear can be experienced in various degrees, ranging from mild unease to intense terror. It can be triggered by both real and imagined threats, such as physical danger, emotional distress, social rejection, or the fear of failure. Fear can be specific, related to a particular object, situation, or event, or it can be more general and pervasive, like anxiety. While fear can be a necessary and protective response, it can also be irrational or excessive, leading to anxiety disorders or phobias. In some cases, fear can be debilitating and interfere with a person's daily life. Overcoming fear often involves understanding the root causes, challenging irrational thoughts or beliefs, gradual exposure to the feared object or situation, and developing coping strategies to manage the emotional and physical responses. Different theories and perspectives exist within the field of psychology to explain the nature and mechanisms of fear, including evolutionary theories, cognitive theories, and psychodynamic theories. Several key components of the brain and body contribute to the biological response to fear. Amygdala. The amygdala, a small almond-shaped structure in the brain, plays a central role in the processing and regulation of fear. It receives sensory information from the environment and quickly evaluates potential threats. Hypothalamus. The amygdala communicates with the hypothalamus, another brain structure responsible for regulating various bodily functions. The hypothalamus activates the autonomic nervous system, which controls involuntary bodily responses, such as changes in heart rate, blood pressure, and respiration. Sympathetic nervous system, SNS. The SNS is a branch of the autonomic nervous system that is responsible for preparing the body for fight or flight responses. When fear is activated, the SNS is triggered, leading to increased heart rate, dilation of the pupils, increased sweating, and mobilization of energy to enhance physical readiness. Hypothalamic pituitary adrenal (HPA) axis. The HPA axis is a complex system involving the hypothalamus, pituitary gland, and adrenal glands. When fear is experienced, the HPA axis is activated, leading to the release of stress hormones, such as cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones increase alertness and energy, preparing the body to respond to the perceived threat. Prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex, particularly the ventromedial prefrontal cortex, is involved in the regulation and modulation of fear responses. It plays a role in assessing the context of the fear-inducing stimuli and providing top-down regulation of the fear response generated by the amygdala. These biological mechanisms work together to generate the fear response, which includes increased arousal, heightened attention, accelerated heart rate, rapid breathing, sweating, and other physiological changes. These responses are aimed at preparing the body to either confront the threat or escape from it. Fear itself does not directly cause physical pain. However, the experience of fear can lead to certain physiological responses that may be associated with discomfort or pain. For example, muscle tension. When experiencing fear, the body's stress response is activated, which can lead to increased muscle tension. Headaches. Fear and anxiety can contribute to the development or exacerbation of tension headaches or migraines. Gastrointestinal discomfort. Fear and stress can affect the digestive system, leading to symptoms such as stomachaches, cramps, or digestive disturbances. Chest tightness. Fear and anxiety can cause a sensation of tightness or pressure in the chest. This can be attributed to the activation of the sympathetic nervous system, which can lead to increased heart rate, changes in breathing patterns, and muscle tension in the chest area. Psychosomatic pain. Fear and emotional distress can sometimes manifest as physical pain without an identifiable medical cause. This is known as psychosomatic pain, where psychological factors contribute to the perception of pain. If you are experiencing persistent or severe pain, it's advisable to consult a healthcare professional to determine the underlying cause and appropriate treatment. Additionally, fear can contribute to psychological or emotional pain, such as feelings of distress, anxiety, or suffering. Fear itself is not typically considered a precursor, as it is an emotion that arises in response to a perceived threat or danger. However, Fear can serve as a precursor to other emotions, behaviors, or physiological responses. For example, fear can be a precursor to anxiety if it becomes persistent and generalized, or it can lead to avoidance behaviors as a way to escape the feared stimulus. Additionally, fear can sometimes be a precursor to action. When individuals experience fear, it can motivate them to take steps to protect themselves or avoid potential harm. This can include seeking safety, seeking help, or engaging in fight or flight responses. In this sense, fear can be seen as a precursor to adaptive behaviors aimed at self-preservation. While fear can act as a precursor or trigger for certain reactions, it is influenced by individual differences, cultural factors, and the specific circumstances in which it arises. Overcoming fear is a personal and individual process, and the strategies that work for one person may not necessarily work for another. However, here are some general approaches that can be helpful in overcoming fear. Identify and understand your fear. Take time to recognize and understand what specifically triggers your fear. Is it a specific object, situation, or thought? Understanding the root cause of your fear can help you develop targeted strategies to address it. Educate yourself. Knowledge can be empowering. Learn more about the object or situation that triggers your fear. Understanding it better can help demystify it and reduce anxiety. Challenge your thoughts. Fear often involves negative or distorted thoughts. Challenge those thoughts by questioning their validity and considering alternative perspectives. Replace irrational or catastrophic thoughts with more realistic and positive ones. Gradual exposure. Gradually facing your fear in a controlled and safe manner can be an effective way to desensitize yourself to it. Seek support. Share your fears with supportive and understanding individuals, such as friends, family, or a therapist. Relaxation techniques. Practicing relaxation techniques, such as deep breathing, meditation, or progressive muscle relaxation, can help calm your mind and body when you encounter fear-inducing situations. Visualize success. Use visualization techniques to imagine yourself successfully confronting and overcoming your fear. Take small steps and celebrate progress. Overcoming fear is often a gradual process. Professional help. If your fear significantly impacts your daily life or if you're struggling to overcome it on your own, consider seeking help from a mental health professional. Remember, overcoming fear takes time and effort. Be patient and kind to yourself throughout the process, and celebrate the progress you make along the way. Overcoming fear can make you stronger in several ways. Increased resilience. Overcoming fear requires facing and navigating challenging situations. Each time you confront and overcome your fears, you build resilience and develop the ability to bounce back from adversity. Expanded comfort zone. Overcoming fear often involves stepping outside of your comfort zone and embracing new experiences. This can lead to personal growth, increased self-confidence, and a greater willingness to take on new opportunities. Enhanced self-confidence. Successfully overcoming fear can boost your self-confidence and self-esteem. It provides evidence that you have the inner strength and capability to face and conquer challenges. Empowerment and self-empowerment. Overcoming fear gives you a sense of empowerment and control over your own life. It demonstrates that you have the ability to take action and make choices despite the presence of fear. Broadened perspective. Overcoming fear often requires introspection, self-reflection, and the ability to challenge your own beliefs and assumptions. Through this process, you may gain a deeper understanding of yourself, your fears, and your values. It can lead to personal growth, increased empathy, and a broader perspective on life. It's important to note that overcoming fear doesn't mean you'll never experience fear again. Fear is a natural and normal human emotion. However, each time you confront and overcome your fears, you build strength, resilience, and confidence that can positively impact your overall well-being and how you approach future challenges. When you find yourself in the midst of fear, here are some strategies that can help you cope and navigate through the experience. Recognize and acknowledge your fear. Take a moment to acknowledge and accept your fear without judgment. Practice deep breathing. Deep breathing techniques, such as diaphragmatic breathing or square breathing, can help calm your body and mind in moments of fear. Ground yourself in the present moment. Fear often causes the mind to race ahead with catastrophic thoughts or get caught up in past negative experiences. Grounding techniques, such as focusing on your senses or repeating a calming mantra, can bring your attention back to the present moment and provide a sense of stability. Engage in self-soothing activities. Find activities that help you relax and soothe your nervous system. This could include listening to calming music, practicing mindfulness or meditation, engaging in a hobby you enjoy, or spending time in nature. Challenge irrational thoughts. Fear can be accompanied by irrational or exaggerated thoughts. Look for evidence that counters your fearful thoughts and consider more balanced and realistic interpretations of the situation. Reach out for support. If possible, seek support from a trusted friend, family member, or therapist. Use positive self-talk. Replace negative or self-defeating thoughts with positive and encouraging self-talk. Take small, manageable steps. Break down the situation that is causing fear into smaller, more manageable steps. Celebrate each small accomplishment along the way. Practice self-care. Engage in self-care activities that nurture your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. This could include getting enough sleep, eating nourishing meals, exercising regularly, and engaging in activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Seek professional help if needed. If fear becomes overwhelming, persistent, or significantly impacts your daily life, consider seeking support from a mental health professional. They can provide guidance, personalized strategies, and therapeutic interventions to help you manage and overcome your fear. Remember, everyone's experience of fear is unique, and it's important to find strategies that work best for you. Be patient and compassionate with yourself as you navigate through fear, and seek help when needed.